Raf, what is the correct action or attitude when you see friends start burning and the creator immediately awakens the snake, put a stick in the wheel? What?
כשאתה רואה את החברים שהם מאוד בוערים, אבל מיד הבורא ככה מעורר את הנחש, שם להם ככה את המקל בגלגלים.
מפני שבהירות שלהם זה לא מספקת.
Because their scrutiny is not sufficient in order to add a more inflammable matter here, fuel. They need to get used to it. There cannot be an ascent without a descent that precedes it. That's it. It's always like that. We need to get used to it. There's a descent. We don't agree with it, but we accept it as desirable for advancement. And we seek in the descent, it's worthwhile to do, it's worthwhile. How do I surrender? How do I subjugate? How do I accept it? Flow, like Rabbi Akiva, who lowered his head for the waves. And then the ascent comes. And in the ascent, as much as I hold on to all the friends and the Creator and not let go for a moment, the moment I let go, and that happens, then once again the descent begins, or in a different manner. It could be that the ascent was in a certain slice, and then comes the descent in a special slice.
How can we add this oil in the fire? Because this is what's happening.
That's by the group. You can't do it alone. That's by the group. Here we need to awaken one another. And usually envy.
We see this happening now in Europe. It was never felt like this, really, that
no.
That there's really burning friends. How can we, what is correct action now to do?
Now we need to not let this state get turned off, but on the contrary, more and more for it to grow, both in quality and especially in quantity, so that more and more and more friends will join this, and that's how we will come to the convention. I really hope that even more and more people will come. Yes, that. And nevertheless, we need to try to come. The impression from the convention in a manner that, in a way that a person is there, for the Europeans especially, is very important. A person who is with his body inside fully receives through all his senses an impression, and he advances by the others. There truly will be 400, 500 people in the convention. It's such a intense, immense power that it's really too bad to miss such a thing. I really hope that they will come even more. Look, yes. We need to nevertheless understand that the final calculation, it's not us that we're doing. If I save a few hundred euros in order to not come to the convention, I personally don't think that it's the right calculation. It's simply also according to our logic and what we're learning. If I learn that this is the most important profit and the most immense thing that could happen in my life, then how do I not pay for this 200, 300 euros? Tell me, how could it be? That is worthwhile for me, spiritual advancement? That's how it is. Do the calculation. How much over a year do I waste? How much money do I splurge? What is 300 euro, let's say? With the flight, with the convention, let's say, and all that. What is that? Is it a lot of money in Europe? No. But because there's a spiritual matter here, we are given a burdening of the heart, and that's why we're doing such a calculation. Tell me to do now a weekend in, I don't know, in some place, some nice place there, including the flight and a hotel and what then, and I sit by the pool and fill with all that garbage food inside me, right? That costs more than €300. And such a weekend I will go to. And to a spiritual weekend where I am really acquiring here spirituality, eternality for my soul, which is beyond this life. I don't want. It's truly a burdening of the heart that's done to us on purpose. It's done to us on purpose. So that it'll be difficult for us, and then against that there will be a reward. I nevertheless hope that they will do the right calculation.
To do again marathon. And again the calculation, yeah, but maybe it's too much.
Moreover, I think
much stress.
that we have, 3 weeks till the convention? Then, not now, but let's say in another week, not on this coming Sunday, but let's say in another week, do again such a thing. Yes. Then maybe it will heat them up even more to come on that last minute. That's all. I really recommend it. I also wrote that I am willing to do lessons for women there of the convention, for them to organize specifically just for the women group, and we will do on the side another lesson or two for women especially. So I wanted to just mention that because maybe as far as the women, more women will come. It's very important. I don't know. In light of what's happening now in Europe from day to day, where this bomb is being disclosed of what was put into this so-called unified Europe, this European Union, without caring for the ego first, how they did this. It's a true ticking bomb. On one hand, you're talking about connection, and between the wicked. It's possible that it could explode. And that's why I think that for the peace of Europe, for its correction, its gradual correction, it's worthwhile for us to do such things, conventions and more events like these.
I want to say there's a sense of revolution.
And I felt the friends were entering. I felt the friends were entering inside me. I didn't recognize them. I just felt I need to buy a ticket and just go in the Kenneth. That's what I did. Because you feel your Ratzon Lekabel is paralyzed. You don't know what to do. You cannot move. And yesterday there was a meeting, European meeting. There was a lot of friends also. The same avir. I never saw them like that. And the point is, Rav, how from this point you pass it to everybody.
Yes, that's how we will come from how to come to everyone. Only open our hearts more. Together with us praying for others, we need to open our hearts more. And then in those same paths, in those same connections that are between us, more force of love will flow between us, the force of connection that will awaken them and obligate them. Meaning to open the hearts. Okay? So let's hope that in another week or so you will do again this event, and at last, yes?
Huge friends, huge group. Giuseppe from an Italian group, please.
איפה? לא רואה אותה.
Ciao amici, buongiorno. Volevo aggiungere a quello che hanno detto Alex e Terence, veramente molto bello. Volevo aggiungere che nelle ultime 24 ore abbiamo registrato 30 nuove iscrizioni al congresso. La connessione, l'amore e la forza che ha portato questa maratona sta veramente dando tanta forza a tutta l'Europa. E voglio ricordare agli amici che abbiamo tempo fino al 15 di luglio per l'iscrizione e la registrazione, e che aspettiamo tanti altri amici europei. E volevo veramente ringraziare tutto il Cli Mondiale per il supporto che ha dato durante la maratona di domenica, dove siamo rimasti incollati 10 ore allo schermo, 10 ore di commozione, di amore e di connessione. L'Echaim a tutti, grazie Rav, grazie amici.
תודה. תודה לג'וזפה.
Thank you to Giuseppe.
We can extend the time for registration, so we can have the marathon on the 15th and give the friends a few more days to register.
If it's possible, I think that's good. Wonderful. So let's also think and try to enter this and contribute to it as much as possible, because really here it wasn't felt so much as it was in Europe, and that's good, but nevertheless on our behalf there's more to add.